Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gogonna. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking mostly on cars, and I'm going to be talking from a Nigerian aspect, cars in Nigerian. That's how I'm going to be talking. So now, we know Christmas is around the corner, and a lot of people would actually want to buy new cars, maybe a Nigerian used car or a Tokumbo car, anyone. So I just want to give you some tips things you need to know actually before you buy that Nigerian used car that you would love to buy. So sit back and relax and enjoy this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, if you like what I'm going to be saying or what I've said before, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Nigerian used car. Number one, you need to consider the durability of the brand you want to buy. Whether it's a Toyota, a Honda brand, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Hyundai, Kia Motors, any of the brands you want, you need to consider the durability. Like, how long do I start to use this car before this car starts to fall apart? Yes, as a Nigerian used car, how long do I have to use this car before the car starts to fall apart? That's one thing you need to consider. Another thing to consider is the availability of the parts of the vehicle. This is very important because you don't want to buy a car, and the car you buy, maybe when the brain box is bad or the gear is bad and all that, then you have to wait till they ship in the parts. You get? And you know, for those cars that they ship in the parts become what? Expensive. It's not that cheap. Unlike all the other parts you see when you go to Ladipo or when you go to Oshodi, all the parts you see is very different from that. Also, consider the fuel economy of the car. When I say fuel economy of the car, I mean, how's the engine? Like, is it a V6 engine? Okay, for a V6 engine, the engine doesn't consume so much fuel. That's one thing you should note. The engine doesn't consume so much fuel. Means that you can actually put in fuel in it, and it can last you for some time. But then we also have a V6 engine. That one, it depends on the kind of car. If it's an SUV, a V6 engine is fine. But if it's a sedan, a V6 engine actually consumes fuel for it. Then we also have a V8 engine. A V8 engine, most trucks use it, like Tundra, Tacoma, Nissan, one of Nissan's truck actually uses a V8 engine. So you need to note all this. If you're buying a sedan car, you should note that the best kind of engine you need is a V4 engine. You don't need a V6 engine because, to be very frank with you, it's going to be consuming fuel. And for instance, if you want to resell that car and you meet someone who knows so much about cars, the person is going to use that's the V6 engine, has an advantage to tell you, oh no, your engine is a V6 engine, I can't buy it for this amount. But for a car with a 4-plug, that's also known as a V4 engine, a 4-plug, is a lot economical. Especially now we're in the country and we're seeing the issues in the country, is a lot economical. Now, another aspect is things you should look at when you want to buy that Nigerian used car. These are things that you should look at. Number one, believe me, this is very important. No matter the brand that you're buying, this is very, very important. Number one, look at the engine. See, this engine, some people just buy cars, and when they buy these cars, it's just as if, oh, I've gotten a new car, and at the end of the day, as a Nigerian used car for that matter, they're still having issues with the engine. Now, let me tell you something. This December is coming, and I'm sure everybody wants to rock their cars. So now, if you're buying a car, Toyota or Honda or any brand at all, make sure you always check the engine. And by checking the engine, number one, check the repair history of that engine. It's very important. Very, very important. It's key. Check the repair history. If it's just a regular repair history, fine, it's okay, you can buy it. But if it's an overhauling history, my dear, you need to recheck. you need to recheck, you need to reconsider, maybe look for somewhere else to buy the car from, because overhauling history is not something you can actually mess with, because it just feels like maybe after like maybe 1 month of driving the car, you will need to buy another engine. That's that. I'm sorry, I jotted some things down, so I'm actually like looking at them, as a template to help me out. So another thing to check in the engine is the sound of the engine. You have to check the sound. How is this engine sounding? I don't know if I should say the pitch because there are some sounds that the engine make, and believe me, you shouldn't buy that car. You shouldn't buy that car just because of the sound the engine makes. That's another thing. Another thing, you should check the smoke coming out of the car. That one is very, very important. Very, very, very important. The smoke. So now, we have white smoke, we have blue smoke, and we have black smoke. White smoke is as a result of mostly fall. Then blue smoke is, how will I put it now, is the worst of them all. Once the car is smoking and the color of the smoke is blue, is the worst of them all. So you really need to consider if you're seeing blue smoke, because it means that the rings on the engine, they are already worn out. That's what blue smoke means. And if you're going to continue using the car that way, it's going to start knocking. That's the next thing. The engine will start to knock. And once the engine starts to knock, what else? What else? You have to buy a new engine. And I'm not sure anyone wants to invest so much in buying a car and buy a new engine. You get, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So now, and for the black smoke, it's just mostly because of oil. That's the only thing, because of oil. But the most important, if the car has blue smoke, then I think you should reconsider buying that car. Another thing you should check is the airbag. That one is very, very important. Airbag. Has the airbag been deployed? Is the SRS having issue? ABS? You need to consider these things, because for the airbag is for your safety. That's the thing. Always check these things. These are important. Safety, they're just important for you, okay, as an individual. They're really important. Another thing you should check is the transmission of the car. Check the repair history. Check if the gear mount is bad. Also check if the car is has been converted from a manual to automatic. Because no matter how anyone tells you, oh, this car is converted, please, hey, make sure you just think about it if you are ready for it. Because no matter what you think, once a car is converted from a manual to an automatic, just know that after some time it's going to backfire, because there is nothing better, absolutely nothing better than a factory fitted. Believe me. Also, those who convert their cars, also check to know if the car is converted from a right-hand drive to a left-hand drive. Because here in Nigeria, we use mostly left-hand drives. You have to also consider that too. Because seriously, there's nothing as good as factory fitted. Believe me, there is nothing as good as factory fitted. And once this conversion things, I upgraded my car and all that, well, upgrading is up to you. It's up to you. If you want an upgraded car, fine. But I'm just telling you that for right-hand drive to left-hand drive, you really need to consider. That's the thing. You just need to consider. So, last but not the least, I just want to let you know that if you insist on buying a Nigerian used car, you should consider this my point, because believe me, they are really, really important and they are valid. Enjoyed this video and subscribe. I really love it. Thank you very much.